Right, we're coming here to talk about Tenet. This movie was awesome. I'm like, my gosh, some of the crazy stuff ever. Christopher Nolan has some awesome movies going. You got uh, Inception. You got the Batman trilogy, and you got Tenet. There's so many cool things out there. So many cool, awesome movies. I'm huge fans of those movies. They can do some really cool stuff in there. But yeah, this one is definitely. But here's the deal: I gotta do spoiler free as possible, so it's not gonna be a very long thing. But basically, here's the deal: you start as this dude, awesome black dude, super spy guy, who is finds out that there's all kinds of weird things going on with time and space, and people trying to mess around with stuff, involving that stuff. And it's like, how do you stop that? I'm like, oh, we'll see. So you're looking around trying to figure that out. And basically, that's what, he's looking around trying to figure all that stuff out, and it's a crazy wild ride. There are a lot of twists and turns, especially dealing with time and space. And there's some crazy stuff going on where you got to be very careful. There's certain times where it's like, okay, if you aren't careful, when you're doing certain things, then you could get killed super easily because there's like a part where there's a building, there's like a part of a wall, there was like a siege in the movie. There was like a bunch of soldiers running around in this movie, one part of the movie, and one of the commanders was like, hey, no, get away from that wall. It was like an already exploded wall, but the guy's like didn't get away from it in time. The wall went back in time, sucked him into the wall with it. It was just like, oh, like what? It was like, whoosh. It was like, it was like a fixed wall. Now that dude's in there though, so he's dead. He got crushed. It's like, oh my gosh, so many different things like that. You gotta watch out for everything, stuff like bullets being shot. Basically already shot bullets will now be coming back through into guns. You gotta watch out for that because of course that stuff it's a bullet going back into a gun as fast as it came out. So it's bad news. Bad news. Just so many different things like that going on in this movie, and I'm just like, wow. It was great, awesome. Christopher Nolan is known for some awesome fight scenes, awesome set pieces, and just awesome things like that. And it's so much of that stuff is in here. There's something in my eye. Gotta get out of my eye. And I'll be blinking and taking a few seconds every now and then to talk about it, to move it around, basically try to get out my eye, because that's why if I'm hesitating, that's what's about. Anyway. So yeah, there's all kinds of cool things in this movie that's just so crazy, and so many things that are just like, watch out for. There's so many things like, and this is not really a spoiler, but it's something it's definitely a hint. Pay careful attention to things, okay? Because there are certain things that are just like, okay, you think for a second are just like, okay, no big deal, but they turned out to be a huge deal, just like, oh my gosh, that's awesome storytelling, that's awesome ways to do it. It's just like, what? But what? I get this. That's what I was doing. I was like, oh shoot, just depth, more depth, more depth, more depth. I'm like, just kept on going down the rabbit hole. It was awesome. It was awesome. Crazy movie, very violent, pretty violent. Yes, definitely very violent, very rough type of movie. There's some domestic violence going on in this movie, so watch out for that. Because of course your main bad guy is a rich jerk who doesn't take kindly to his wife being like, yeah, this my husband's a rich jerk, please help me. Help me and my son get away from him. It's like, he doesn't like that. So bad things happen because of that. I'm like, oh shoot. And it's like, just it's crazy stuff. But I really enjoyed it. And again, it is worth the $14 $15 a month price. You pay for a month at HBO Max, and you can get all kinds of other movies on there. So yeah, check that stuff out, and it's really cool. So it's amazing. So I'll see you guys next time. Check me out on YouTube. I gotta go and do some other stuff. Today is Monday, a really big broadcasting day for me. I basically post 3 things, two videos, one hate mail, one game video, Breath of Fire 3 right now. And I then post a page of my comic right now. It's Starco versus, excuse me. Starco versus, getting close to the end. Finally, I think, we are getting close to the end. Okay, we're getting close to the end because I really want to work on. I like in this project, but I really want to work on some other projects. Commander Keen, Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, Star Wars, and Infinity Train Season 3. I want to make different comic book endings to that because my gosh, That was some crazy stuff too. A lot of twists and turns in that as well. You know, Tenet reminded me of some of that stuff because it was just like, oh no, this is how it is. Oh no, this is how it is. Oh no, look at him like, you know. So it was really good. It was, those things are really good. Both this thing's really good. Oh my gosh. So see you guys next time.